I scrapped this idea about a year ago when The Witch Queen was announced, and I never finished it and left it unfinished. So I scrapped it, but I'm gonna get this out now because I think it's appropriate for Lightfall. And yes, this is gonna be like Schlatt's a tribute to Minecraft video, but I'll do my best to not be a total copycat. But the way he did it for Minecraft, it should be done for anyone who, has a personal attachment to a game. I started not with the full game, but back in the demo in 2015 on the PlayStation 3, my mom showed me that it was announced and showed me gameplay, and she knew I liked Call of Duty at the time, so because it was first-person shooter, she thought I'd be into that. Yeah, I wasn't really too interested, but my friends convinced me to get the demo when the game actually released, and I was hooked. I immediately grinded up to the highest level I could, which was level 5, and the final frontier wasn't any raid or crucible, it was it was the Devil's Lair strike, and because we were at level 5, everything was super hard, and it's a 10-minute strike nowadays, but back then it was about like a Grandmaster Nightfall level of difficulty, especially that fucking spider tank boss. Holy crap, that spider tank boss. After we defeated it, man, did it feel so good. But I immediately started complaining and feeling terrible knowing that there was a second boss, Sepix Prime, who was harder in some ways. But eventually we beat him and we got our precious loot, which was 2 to 3 levels higher than we could actually use it at. And you know what? It sucks, but it was accomplishing. I got the cool green machine gun that fires super fast, the one I really wanted. Even though it was unusable. But man, did I feel accomplished after a challenge like that. Then Christmas of 2015 came, and that's when my true journey began. After breakfast and opening presents, I immediately booted up the game, and my characters were still there, all still level 5, and I played the game to the fullest. The PvP was fun, story was... it was okay. But when The Taken King came out, man, that was some good storytelling there for the time, and for the dumb brains of a 12-year-old. But I wouldn't actually be permanently planted into Destiny until Rise of Iron. Rise of Iron is when I first started my YouTube channel all the way back then, and for some reason I thought it'd be easy to start a channel, because my friend Matthew, Mendestu Clay, started a YouTube channel a little while before me. He got a PS4 before me. I thought it'd be easy to be funny, to be entertaining, but 5 years later, I'm still under 100 subscribers, and you know what, I'm okay with that. I enjoy making content at my own time. When I have time, because work fucking sucks. But as I got older, I accepted YouTube as a hobby. But when I was still 14, I really wanted to make YouTube a career or a future job, to the point where I tweeted at More Console to shout out my pathetic channel with 7 subscribers, saying that I will do Destiny content. He responded. He just responded genuinely, bluntly, and you know, I that was like the first time I ever got noticed by someone I looked up to, because I watched More Console, Dado, Edit Destiny, the Jez, other content creators that I would look to for entertainment guides, what's coming next, what weapons are used as a meme, anything that would provide me with entertainment, to the point where I just wasn't doing my work in class and would tune into Destiny video or a live stream to make the boring middle school day pass by just a bit quicker. And I'm glad that my channel wasn't shouted out at the time, because I don't think I would have taken the heat of even 100 subscribers at the time. But yeah, I just kept going with my channel. Every now and then post different videos as I do nowadays. But those content creators that I just listed, I gotta thank them for inspiring me to get into content creation myself. There are a lot of influences for me wanting to do YouTube, but those guys made me want to do Destiny content. So I gotta thank them and thank you for providing so much to the community. Lore stories, guides, just general dumb shit. And yeah, you guys have done so much for this community. And again, for the last time, thank you. It's no secret that Destiny's community is one of the best communities out there right now, being nominated for Best Community during the Game Awards. But my best experience was with the now memed on LFG during Rise of Iron. I really wanted to do raids with my friends, but I didn't have any at the time. But I was determined to take part in plenty of raids, as many as I can. So there was just one group of guys who I stuck with all the way up until Forsaken. And for being younger than these guys, I didn't think I would have a chance to join a clan like theirs. But I did, and they'd call upon me regularly to do weekly raids with them. One of them even bought me Destiny 2 out of his own pocket money, which, looking back, all of them were financially stable, but it was just a good deed. And I gotta thank him, because if he didn't get me Destiny 2, I don't think I would have stuck with Destiny all too much. But he knows who he is, and if you're listening, thank you for everything that you guys have done, for bringing me in, giving me a friend group, showing me the ropes to these raids, because I don't think I would have been half as good as I am now without you guys. So tell Golden or whoever was in that clan that miss you guys and you guys are doing well. Destiny, although good nowadays, wasn't always what it was talked up to be. Destiny 2 Vanilla during the Red War was a breath of fresh air for a bit, but after the honeymoon phase, it didn't have much to offer, leaving things stale and boring. Many people left the game soon after Curse of Osiris because that DLC, it wasn't that good. And Destiny Future, for the first time, seemed bleak, only breaking to a couple thousand people in total instead of the tens of thousands that we have today. The Warman DLC would bring some people back, but it wasn't enough to get to the high point that Destiny was. Except for when the Whisper of the Worm secret mission came out, and that was a lot of fun to find a secret exotic mission that has never been done before, and we take it for granted nowadays. But the future looked dark still, but it would get darker with a bit of hope though, when it came to the death of Cade. When Forsaken dropped, it was a different direction for more complex stories. The game also felt playable again. It had, all your random roll weapons. It had new supers. 9 new supers, actually. The seasonal structure that we have now. And even though that we lost a good character, it was for the best, because although he was a good character, but he kept the tone too light, too goofy to some people. And, Bungie made the bold move of turning Destiny into a darker direction. And it's what we have today. It's why we have the Witch Queen, complex thoughts of good and evil, what's neutral, what isn't, what's good, what's bad. all that stuff. Of course, Shadowkeep was a bit meh, but the seasons pushed the narrative forward, and it would go all the way up to Beyond Light and the Witch Queen, exploring, like I said, what's good, what's neutral, what's evil, innocence and guilt. Now, the end is close, and that fine line is still very fine and blurry. And we can't wait to see what happens next in Lightfall. Bungie and this community have done so much good with Destiny, from donations to being a safe place and a community for those who are disabled or part of the LGBTQ community. It's not perfect, but the bad is so few and far between, and Bungie should be proud of the community that they have. And I can't thank them enough for building a community that helps so many and gives a lot of us a world to call a second home.